Right, hello, came back. So it's going to take me ages to upload, so... Okay. Right. When I was looking up the rest of the Fleur De Lis, I came across the Fleur De Lis technique, which is... so it's linked with plastic surgery, and it links to Harley Street. Now, if you've all been following my channel, you know I've been linking loads of stuff to Quinn. Like, when I was looking at Disney and all the pop toys that were linking with the Purple Octopus project. So, I'm just going to show you a quick outline of all the stuff that I've actually got here to go through, because this is my file with all the evidence from just mainly this area. Right, so I've gone into quite a few things, but this is one of the files. So this is the Purple Octopus project. Now colour, remember the colour purple links to royalty, and this is all linked to the military and links to our royal family, because it's to do with Kate and William, Kate, whatever it is. And yeah, we were looking at the octopus genome and how they said it's alien, and then we were linking it to loads of other things, and basically saying this wasn't right, and it was all linked to mental health, and it was linked to Canterbury. I also looked into these people here as well, and saw some stuff they were up to. So when I found the Fleur De Lis about these, and it links back to the Harley Street. The Harley Street was linking to these, and the Purple Octopus project was linking to POP, which they refer to as pop quite a few times, and then we've got these toys here linking to Marvel and everything, a World of Warcraft, and they're all called pop. So I'll just show you a quick outline. So POP, pop. This is coming up in quite a few Disney films. They almost use it as like an advertisement, but it's not advertising. It like just comes up, you know, like around the edge of a football stadium. We've had advertisements. If you watch some of the films, like the new film, not Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet, they've got all the Disney princesses, and then this is the character in it that drives the cart. And as she's driving the cart in like a video game, inside the video game, yeah, all around the edges, like the edge of a football pitch, you've got this pop in kids, like kids Candyland, like Candy Crush. It looks like Candy Crush. And then you've got this pop, and then you've got these, and then these were linked to Disney princesses and all that hanging out in that film. I'll get to that in a second. But the pop. So these toys linked to Batman. These are all pop. I don't know if you can see. I didn't really show it great in my last video, I noticed. So pop, and that links to Harley Quinn, which all links to Marvel, links to World of Warcraft, all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, and we linked that to Harley Street, and then it was like Harley Quinn, Dr. Medicine Woman, and anyway, this linked back to Harley Street. This is the Fleur De Lis technique. Remember how I said it's like a flower? Like everything, when you plant seeds, they all grow. Actually, I'll show you what I mean. This is some of my spinach. So this is just starting to grow, and this is what I mean by the Fleur De Lis, like this bit. And then you have like a middle bit that shoots out, so you'd have this bit, and then it grows like that. But like all plant life kind of starts like this. So, and then the middle bit shoots out. So we're seeing it here anyway. This is kind of disturbing though. Like, obviously if you're a woman and you've got a bit of money and stuff, and you're wanting to have a boob job and that, and you go into these places and you see the Fleur De Lis technique, you don't see it as any different. You don't see it as like, oh, that's messed up. But when you're looking at it from this this perspective, and you're looking at all this and you're adding it together, and then you do really think about what it means, and you know, everything like that, and then you do put it to plastic surgery, and you look at the way society is changing and it's not real, then it's pushing us further away, like plastic surgery. Yeah, and then they use the Fleur De Lis for plastic surgery. Like this is a little bit too far now. They call it abdominoplasty, but this isn't the only one. So you have it here as well. So, I don't really want to read all this. I'll just show you some of the images. Pioneers to the modern day plastic surgeon, the Fleur De Lis technique has certainly found its place in the history of its wider symbolic references. In this historical article with a review of the literature, we document the history of which it's fascinating both from the perspective of plastic surgery advancement and many pioneering surgeons. The Fleur De Lis incision has been invariably used in lip, breast, thoracic wall and lower back defect, increasingly today in abdominoplasty. The Fleur De Lis technique is encouraged and renowned for amending surgical problems. So yeah, and then there's a few more here too. And it's like linked with a nerve surgery as well. So this is another image here. I'll do that so you can read it. I'm not going to read it. I'm trying to get through. I might have to do 3 videos probably and all this. You know, just the fact that when you actually do look at this stuff as well, like, yeah, fair enough, people have surgeries because they need it to survive. But when people are paying money to, you know, change around with a human form, yeah, openly, and they're like slaving away, because the Fleur De Lis is the symbol of slaves, and then it's like we're slaving away to then change ourselves for these people. Do you get what I mean? It's like plastic surgery, you know. You've got it here in the lips to use it. So yeah, I'll just let you read that top bit, so if you can pause it. Okay, so this is from the ResearchGate. This is all to do with plastic surgery, blah blah blah. And then I'm going to move on to, so that is the Fleur De Lis. But it all links in with all the stuff I'm talking about as well, because it's everywhere. So that was what I mainly wanted to get across on that. Okay. And then it linked to Quinn. Right, the things I'm going to bring up here may seem quite different, but they all have the same baseline. They're all linked, and a lot of it keeps linking back to this Epstein now because of who he was linked with and the people he was funding, and obviously a lot of the other people as well. And it does all link back to the MK Ultra stuff, which would all be mind control, which does all link back again to the hypnosis, blah blah blah. It links back to all the same things Epstein's been paying into, and the people he's been hanging out with. And you know, one of the other videos that I did when I did on the horses, and I was telling you about like Kent Messenger, and it, like the Kent County Council has the rearing horses. I was showing you some of the symbolism. So here we go, here's the horse. And a lot of places around here have the horses. Kent County Council, the rearing horse. Yeah, and I went on about it in my other videos. And it linked back again as well to Folkestone and to the Purple Octopus Project, which was POP. and then these things will pop to do with the toys, and then all the stuff with the CIA, the military, all links into this pop thing, and that's the mental health crisis. Yeah, which all links back to art again and the subconscious, because of how manipulated the subconscious is because of the inner earth and the stuff that they've got going on underground and the tunnelings, which links back to Epstein's Island again. And then when I pulled all this stuff out and I linked it back to the coat of arms, which also links into all the Fleur De Lis and everything, and the unicorn symbolism, yeah, the unicorn symbolism, and then that linked to St Helena, because when I was at Bluewater I met the lady that was from St Helena, and I had the feeling to look it up, and then they were talking about how it's a paedophile island and it's under the British Overseas Territories. So I started looking into all there's our coat of arms there with the horse on again, and obviously all the unicorn symbolism they were overdoing, all linked with Walmart and stuff like this. And then you've got it again on here linked with pop, because it's selling it at Walmart, and Walmart's been linked with loads of other stuff as well. But so yeah, when we was, and it was head of our police from Sussex that got caught over in the UK from they got caught over at the St Helena Island, which they were like upgrading it to have more like planes and that flying in, and it was basically all linked with paedophiles there. So we do need to look at the British Overseas. So that was linked with the Purple Octopus Project, which all links to Disney. It all links to Disney and all these other things, and they'll be easy to connect. And then that links to all the BBC and that, because you know, all this MK Ultra and all that as well, it's all mind control. So it's all to do with like the media and that, and then you got all these bigger people investing in all the media, and that's why they won't put most of this information out. So yeah, this was just a article on. This was actually brought out in an English newspaper, just basically telling you what they were doing exactly, because they had to release most of the stuff. So this is actually, like, I've looked at loads of stuff to do with MK Ultra, but this stuff is actual proof, because it was already, you know, handwritten and released from them, because they can't keep it forever. So we're still looking at stuff that's been released in the 60s and 70s, and that was ages ago. So can you imagine what they're actually doing now? But they're talking here, this all links back to AI as well. And Jeffrey Epstein was also putting money into AI. So it's all to do with the programming. Yeah. And this is all linked to the electromagnetic field again as well. Yeah, in this 1953 document reveals how the CIA were trying to develop a miracle truth serum drug that would cause victims to forget everything they said. You know, they can wipe memory, they know, understand how it is. Even the article, I found an article as well, because you know I said something happened to my memory when I got put to sleep. I think all the hospitals and that, they know. It's like a whole thing on something, where when you get put to sleep in hospital, they understand, they did tests on people's memory and stuff of like how the soul separates from the body, and all it is memory. So is our soul just memory? Is it just frequency of memory, which would be colour and hue and emotion? Yeah, so how is this all storing? And what they did was they, this guy, and this was posted in 2018 because so many people have been questioning it now. Because when people wake up from operations and that, why are they crying? Why are they crying? Why are they in these states, you know? So what actually happened to me when I got put to sleep? Because I haven't been the same since. Like, I know my own memory. I know my own memory thing. And Canterbury, again, is linked with like a trine. And like I said, it's got the 14 ley lines there, so everything's coming out. And I know our queen goes up there, because Canterbury stands for can't bury, and ER's in the middle, and that's our queen. And the hospital that I went in was up there, and you've got the hospital there, then you've got the police station and the fire station. They're all in a trine in this same area, like just to the left, and then you've got all Christchurch around there. Christchurch is buying up the place left, right and centre. Christchurch is actually a church. It actually is a church, like it's a church thing. Anyway, to get more into the Queen quickly. Actually, I'm at 15. I might finish this video and then do another one. Do one more. So, yeah, I'll finish that on here. And I'll do one more.